She called off her date after only an hour and somehow turned herself into the victim. So let's see what's going on here. This video has been making its rounds. She went on a date, saw something that she didn't like, and then immediately wanted to bail. But instead of just walking away, she goes straight to her camera to vent and to spin it into content and to turn this guy into a villain. So in this video, I'm going to break this down piece by piece and explain exactly why this thinking is ruining modern dating, especially for men. Let me know in the comments what your guys' thoughts are. Have you had dates like this or any experiences? And let's get started.
I'm shaking. I just got home from a date. We were going to an event and dinner. We did not make it to dinner. He just dropped me off at home. I'm back home. I've been gone for an hour and 15 minutes. I'm back home. And I have a friend coming to pick me up right now. I just asked him to take me home. You know the amount of times I have wanted to do that while on a date and I didn't, and I just sat there and grinned and bared it. A guy does something or says something or is something that I just don't jive with, and I stick around because it's the polite thing to do.
All right, so she's 39, still going on, it sounds like tons of dates, and guys will say something or do something that she doesn't vibe with. I don't really know what that is, what that means. Maybe they do say something weird, but I'm gonna guess a lot of the times maybe they're just trying to have innocent conversations with her. Maybe she's high maintenance. Maybe she's not contributing to the dates at all. We don't really know how she acts in this scenario. She's already just blaming all the men for this. It's always the men's fault that the dates don't go well, and she's just sitting there being polite. So, I mean, based off everything I've been seeing so far, we don't really know much about the date. She does seem like maybe she's high maintenance. I don't know. Let's find out some more.
Finally, just said, look, I have to be really honest. You just did this thing that is really not my vibe and it's turning me off, and I don't think I can make it to dinner with you. To his credit, he took it really.
Okay, yeah, so she was upfront. She was honest, saying she doesn't want to go to dinner. Sounds good. At least this guy's not wasting more time.
Really well, and he said, okay, I actually completely understand. Thank you for telling me, and let's go ahead and get you home.
Okay, so she was shaking after this. He agreed that it's fine that she doesn't want to go to dinner. He understands. He's going to take her home, gets her home safely. But somehow she's in shock and has to put this on the internet and blast this guy.
He also asked me out on another date.
All right, I guess this guy didn't understand that it was as bad as it was, and I don't know why he would ask for another date. Maybe he still thought, I mean, she is attractive. Maybe he wanted to get to know her more, and she just didn't give him a chance. So, I guess, I don't know what's happening.
What? No. I've got my big girl pants on. I was just on a date for 1 hour. We were going to an event and then to dinner.
All right, so this is part two. Part one was just her giving you the preview to get you enticed into what's happening, being very dramatic. Her hands are shaking. This guy did something, or we don't know what yet, but we do know that he agreed to take her home and understood that she wanted to go home and was very polite about it.
And then to dinner. And on the way to dinner after the event, I just asked him to take me home. I just asked him to take me home. I said, I'm not feeling it. This isn't my vibe. He did something so treacherous. I'll have to tell y'all later because my friend is coming to pick me up. But he did something that turned me off so badly that I just had to say, I don't want to go to dinner, and here's the reason why. At my big age, you would have thought that I would have done that a million times over on bad dates, but like, my people pleasing sets in, and I normally don't ever leave the date until it's over, but I did.
All right, so she's just talking about how she's 39. She's 39. She's talking about at her age, she should have done this multiple times. So it sounds like she's had problems with several of her dates. Based off this guy, we know that he agreed to take her home. That was very respectable. So I can only imagine what the other guys were doing that were so bad, so treacherous that she had to walk away. I don't know anything about her, but it doesn't sound like she's actually looking into any of the reasons what she might be bringing to the table, and why maybe guys don't want to settle with her. Maybe they get finished with the date as well and think that, they don't want to see you again. So she's putting all this blame on the guys. It's always the guy's fault. And I don't know if she's doing that to spin content because she's an influencer. This helps her get more followers, get more viewers. But it sounds like she's having a lot of bad dates, and I'm going to guess it's not always the guy's fault.
I'm like literally shaking.
She's
Oh,
shaking.
my ride's here. I'm back. It's been an hour since I left
Alright,
my
this is
house.
part
I'm
3, I
shaking.
think.
We went to this. Let's get dressed for a date. We are going to go grab drinks at this little event that he needs to stop by, and then we're gonna go get sushi. It's like warm here in Austin, but it might cool down at night. Like it's kind of like weird springtime weather. It was like 85 today. So I'm thinking like shorts and a skirt with boots, like knee-high boots. And of course, as any good content creator does do, we don't have much time. Like literally, this is so stupid. I'm recording right now.
Yeah, so she's basically just showing off her date. She's a content creator. I don't know if she's just setting these dates up to continue to make content and just over-exaggerate and be dramatic. We'll see where it goes.
I think those go enough together. I need to de-wrinkle this. Oh, he's texting right now. I'm not ready. The Downy wrinkle releaser. We're gonna put this on here.
I'm gonna guess she is an affiliate for that too. I'm sure she's not just using this out of nowhere.
He's sending a car, which is great, but he just texted, I'm probably gonna need an Addy for that at some point. And when I just looked over and read the text, I thought it said Addy like an Adderall. Like he was asking if I wanted an Adderall before our date. Man, I just really have the worst expectations, don't I? Am I okay?
All right, so he's asking for the address, and she just said it herself. She's clearly expecting the worst of people. She's got bad expectations. You're gonna attract what you're putting out there. I'm gonna guess, based on the fact that she's had several bad dates, these guys always say something or are something that she doesn't approve of. She's 39 now. I don't know if she's ever been married, or maybe she's always been single. But 39 is, kind of a, I guess, big age. I don't know what else to say. Big age to still be going on all these bad dates. You would think you'd be having more success had you been maybe taking some responsibility for yourself, maybe what you're bringing to the table. Just based off of what I'm seeing, she seems very kind of entitled, and like the guys have to impress her rather than her having to do any of the work, rather contributing to something. Yeah, she said it herself though. She's got the worst expectations for people before she even meets them. So of course she's going to be looking for faults. She's going to be looking for something wrong with this guy. This guy doesn't stand a chance no matter what he does.
Don't I? Am I okay? Oh, I need to get out my steamer for this. Okay, I think this is cute. If you don't have a steamer, what are you doing?
I don't know if she's going to steam.
The wrinkle releaser helps, and then this does the trick. What do we think of these boots? I don't really know if this is in my vision. Do you like the boots? The shoe? Okay, this is what we're ending up with.
Oh, she looks cute.
I didn't have time for much else, but bye. Oh my God. Ooh. I'm back. It's been an hour since I left my house. I'm shaking. But the second he showed up, he gave me a hug, and after I hugged him, he was wearing this like white, kind of like thick, long sleeve button up. It was really cute. He looked cute. He was very cute. And I hugged him, and after I hugged him, I was like, oh, I got my makeup on. I'm like, oh my God, that was really weird. I saw this like darkness on his shirt, like girl's makeup. And then when he was like walking in front of me to take me to the thing, I saw he like had a dark thing on his back, and I was like, oh, his shirt is dirty. Like he's re-wearing the shirt. And then we're at this like car show thing, and he's just talking my face off, and I'm like not listening. I'm just staring at his collar because on the other side, it was dark with glitter. This man wore a shirt that he had clearly been with a woman in to our date. I couldn't concentrate in the middle of the sentence. I go, you have glitter on your shirt.
I mean, I guess the guy could have washed his shirt, but it's not dirty. You just put it back in the closet. You don't think much of it. Most of the guys, they say 20% of the guys are getting 80% of the matches on Tinder, Hinge, Bumble, whatever. So assuming that he matched with her, she's very cute. He's probably got plenty of options. She's taken it as they matched. He should be single. He should not have any other options. As soon as they go out on a date, it's only her. She's the focus. If he has any other girls in his life, then he's a player. He's a bad guy. that's the frame that they're putting it. They're trying to make it seem like this guy's terrible because he's been on a date before he met her. Of course he's probably a successful guy, good-looking guy, has other options. So why wouldn't he? I mean, yeah, maybe he should have washed his shirt. That would have helped. Would have maybe made things smoother, but maybe in this case it was good that happened because now he doesn't have to go to dinner with her. I don't know, but she's trying to shame him for having other options, for being a high-value guy who probably has a good profile, probably gets a lot of dates, probably is, I mean, she said he was cute, he probably meets people all the time, and he's giving her a chance to prove herself that if she is a good person, she's a good girl that fits his type, maybe he would want to settle down and to be with her. But she's already just shaming him, guilt-tripping him, making him a villain because he happened to be seeing other women at the time. So it's not off to a great start, obviously.
In the middle of the sentence, I go, "You have glitter on your shirt." "You have glitter on your shirt." He stopped mid-sentence and he was like, "Oh, I don't really know what to say. That really threw me off." I'm like, "Yeah, the glitter on your shirt really threw me off too." He kept on trying to tell me this like long drawn story about his life. He literally talked the whole time we were together. Like I kept trying to show me videos on his phone of this project he's working on. Like, bro, oh my God, I can't even tell the story. Hold on. So I'm standing outside of his car. We're leaving this event to go to dinner. And I was texting my guy friend and telling him about it because he knew I was going on a date. My friend was like, "Ditch him."
All right, so I guess we don't know exactly what happened. She's shaking from this because this guy happens to have glitter on his shirt. I don't know if he was doing all the talking because he was just trying to get out of some of this uncomfortableness. Maybe she confronted him in a harsh way. Maybe it just got awkward. Maybe he just does like to talk. I don't know anything about it. Doesn't seem like she was going to give him a chance from the start. And now, looking at this text message, she's texting her guy friend. And if she's texting her guy friends during these dates, I mean, you can see here, he's already talking about this guy being, I guess, basically calling him a piece of shit and that she needs to leave and not give him a chance. Looking at this guy's text, I'm guessing, I don't know for sure, but he's probably an orbiter who talks bad about her dates, hoping that one day she'll see how great of a guy this guy is. He's the nice guy. He's the savior. One day she'll recognize that all these guys are jerks and she'll come out drinking with me, and then that one night we'll sleep together and we'll be together. And then if that ever happens, it could end up in a scenario like I was, where I settled for a girl because she was hot and we did like each other, we got along and stuff, but there was a lot of red flags. I don't know much about this girl, but I'm going to guess if those two got together, her and her guy friend, her orbiter, he'll be very excited for a little while that he's got a hot girlfriend, and then he's going to start seeing these red flags, and then, a year goes by, 2 years go by, and you're just miserable. But this is the vibe I get, just the way he's bad-talking her, or bad-talking him, trying to get her to come out with him. Let's go do shots. Let's talk bad about all the guys you date, and you'll see how great I am. You'll want to be with me. Let's keep going.
My friend was like, ditch him, and we can hang out. And I'm like, how the fuck am I supposed to ditch him? He was like, Kat, just tell him the truth. We were driving. I had gone like mute at this point. The vibes were a little weird because I was like a little bit on my phone, and I knew.
Yeah, the vibes are weird because she gave up. She's texting on her phone to this guy who's telling her that this guy, her date is terrible. She should just ditch him. How dare he have other women in his life? He sucks. You should want to be with me. I'm the nice guy. I would do everything for you. I would never flirt with another girl. I would never want to sleep with somebody else. You're the cool one. That's what I'm getting out of this, at least from that guy.
I knew that he knew that I was like thinking about what had just happened. And while he was driving to the restaurant, I just looked at him and I said, hey, I have to be honest. And he was like, okay, tell me what's going on. I'm like, you have girls' makeup like in multiple spots on your shirt, and I don't think I want to go to dinner together. Like, that's just like not my vibe. He said, yeah, that's fair. I totally understand. And then we had to drive together for the next 10 minutes to go home, you guys.
Yeah, this guy sounds like a high-value guy. He understands. He's not going to fall into her games. He has other women in his life. They just met. This is their first date. Maybe if it went really well, he would consider seeing her longer, like more than one date. but she's already judging him. He's able to handle it. He says, yeah, that's understandable. I get where you're coming from. He's not taking it personally. He's going to take her home respectfully, drop her off, make sure she's safe, and he's going to go about his day. He's got other options. He's got other plans in his life. He's not going to make her his center of attention like her orbiter friend probably would.
10 minutes to go home, you guys. The audacity, the audacity. He tried to ask me out on another date on the way home. He tried to ask me out again. And I was like, we probably should just let this breathe a little bit before that.
I don't know if he was asking her out just to be polite. She's being very dramatic about this. The fact that they went to an event, he just, he has other women. He's got other things going on. I don't know what's so audacious about that.
And he's like, okay, but let me show you this video. Like, you have to see this video before you get out of the car. And I was like, at this point, please just drop me off.
I don't know why she has to see the video. Maybe he is trying to qualify to her. Maybe he is trying to still get her to like him. But from everything I saw, the guy wasn't apologetic, which he shouldn't be. He's an attractive man. He's got other options. If she doesn't want to be with him, that's fine. He'll go about his purpose, his goals, his drive. And she can go to her orbiter friends that can talk bad about all her dates. She can go back to, thinking the worst of people before she even meets them. And, keep having these unsuccessful dates. That's kind of what I'm getting out of this. There's not really any personal accountability. She's already thinking the worst before she goes on these dates, making him seem like a villain. Let me know in the comments. Do you guys think this guy's a villain? Is this something that he should not have done? Do you guys believe that if you match with somebody and you go on a date, then you should just forego all other options and stop looking for other people? My opinion of the matter is you should, as a man, do whatever you can to improve yourself, to build yourself up, to improve your profile so that you're in that top 20% of men that are getting all the matches. And then you can go on several dates so that when you do meet a girl like this, you can filter out right away if you want to be with her or not. A guy with no options, I'm just guessing, perhaps her orbiter friend, is thinking that she's this little princess, she's the prize. He's ignoring all her red flags because he probably is not getting on dates. He does not have options. This is how I was. I noticed a lot of red flags before I got married, but because I did not have options, I didn't want to be alone. I put up with it. I was willing to proceed to see what would happen. Whereas if you are a guy with abundance, you have that 20% profile, you can get a lot of matches. You could filter out very quickly that this girl might not be for you, and then you just move on to a new girl to see if she's the one for you. It's not about, just trying to sleep with as many women as you can. It's about finding the right woman for you, and that takes, it takes experience. It takes practice. You have to go make sure you're having successful dates, finding women that do reflect your goals, your purpose, that they're going to be a match for you. I don't know what you guys are into. I personally don't want somebody in my life that thinks the worst of people before she even meets them, or just considers everybody to be a bad date, and then while you're on that date talks to her guy friends, and then they call and talk about, how shitty her date is, and we should just go get drinks together, and, let's just see what happens. Like, his plan, her guy friend, I'm guessing his plan is, your date sucks, let's talk about how bad it was, we'll get drunk, maybe you'll see just how great I am, and then you'll sleep with me. That seems like more the extreme white knight, the extreme nice guy. I know, it happens a lot. I hope that's not you guys. If it is you, reconsider what you guys are doing. There's ways to improve yourself. Get that abundance. Focus on SMV. Let me know what you guys' thoughts are on this. I thought it was pretty interesting that she's painting this guy as a villain. She's getting, I don't know how many hundreds of thousands of views from girls that are probably all agreeing with this, that, yeah, dating sucks. All these men are terrible. But if you look at it, like, what's this guy supposed to do? Not date at all until he matches with you? And if he does match with you, just stop all other dates just in case you are the one for him? Like, he doesn't know. You show up to the date like this, like, I wouldn't want to see you again. So, I don't know. It's it's tricky out there. I know a lot of you guys mentioned that online dating is garbage, and, it can be. You can end up with a lot of girls like this. but it can also be very successful. You can get through, you can get to a lot of experience. You can start meeting a lot of different people to see who's going to be a right fit for your life. So it's been great for me. Some of my best relationships have come from online dating. I meet girls that I would not see in public, and yeah, we just hit it off right away. But I've also had plenty of bad dates as well, where you either don't vibe with the girl, or maybe, like I know in my case, sometimes I would be very kind of quiet or awkward in the past. Maybe not awkward, but it's a first date. You don't know what to say. You're just trying to flirt. Maybe you don't have that vibe. So it's just not the best overall date. It's a good experience. You learn from it. You try again. I guess that's just all my thoughts on this video. I'm going to, Saturday night now, I'm going to edit this video, get to bed early. Been doing very well grinding. I hope you guys are doing well as well. If you're looking for any sort of accountability, we got that free school group. We're going to do weekly calls every Wednesday at 7:30. Hop on. I'd love to help you guys out in any way. I always found that accountability was huge. I've been reading Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill this morning, and he just talks about how masterminds with like-minded individuals are just one of the best ways to grow rich, to become better, because everyone has common goals. They're going to make you persist. They're going to get you over your procrastination. It's been life-changing for me. So if you're interested in that, join the free group. I'm going to leave it there. We'll see you guys later.